only rock and roll can do here and what Went Out can do as well.
One thing that is going to be a problem for them is they're going to have to find some route of sustain, whether it be Ancient Enchantress buying it or this Beastmaster also getting on top of his normal stack of items. Hold on. We're going to see First Blood happening as Wenhao gives over First Blood to Lennifer. Well, that's not what they needed because this Ench needs to buy a mech, needs to buy Greaves. Because you're going to lose a sustain war. Because look at like these three heroes.
Pretty straightforward until somebody gets a rotation. There is some pretty decent rotating heroes from Poke. They don't really want to leave their lanes all too early though, so could be a little bit annoying. Whereas you can see Wenhao, if he's able to get a few levels, get a good creep, this could be a free kill. Oh, why?
Oh, top lane, free kill. Speaking of, it's going to be happening in favor of this Pudge as Lennifer gets a second kill available for this game. Wenhao went a little bit too far to try and look for revenge. No. And unfortunately, the older dodge about digging two graves does apply, and they end up losing both heroes. Bottom lane, they're looking for some quick revenge onto the Clockwork, and they do manage to kill him. Big Killer and Aaron comboing up together. Big Cat actually has to watch himself here. Could be in a mortal...
These days, the Aghanim is just Radiance on steroids, and it just does so much better for you in these team fights to be able to abuse the rot radius that it gives you and just makes you this kind of unkillable tank because you get so many stats from it, so much HP. Oh no, he's dead as well.
Yeah, he's definitely dead to right, being slowed down by this rot. They don't even need to commit the hook for this. So that means that they still have it in reserve if they want to use it onto Wenhao. And Wenhao gets frostbitten up. Might end up dying here, but the Boar Slow does its work to ensure that he's able to escape away from the situation. Nonetheless, and sadly, they can't take the option of just quickly rotating this Puck over. Puck isn't even level 6 just yet, and if he tries to leave right now, then DK gets to apply some damage for free onto the tier 1 tower. So really good job being done in this mid lane. Although sometimes the kills come to you, and life just becomes a lot easier. And Real will be experiencing these joys of life, getting a quick CM kill, brought to you by Bocce and the boys. Okay, that feels good.
Yeah, just being able to... They just constantly get the pressure on Renfu Dao, and he couldn't safely, be able to circle back. But oh no, Big Cat.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Killer.
He turns back around on the Killer.
He went too far. He was hoping to try and get him down by just sheer right clicks. But if you look at the skill build he's gone for, he is to try and catch this DK underneath the tower. Really well done. Bocce's been setting up so many kills. He's going to try to set up another in the top lane. Power Cogs come out. They're putting out this damage onto this Pudge. They do not have access to the Primal Roar, but we'll see if they have enough right-click damage between the Enchantress and a couple extra heroes. They bring in reinforcements from Real, and that's going to be his successful rotation. Ranferdao, I don't think you're going to be escaping this one, my friend. Try to get the Frostbite and potentially the kill onto Bocce, but it's definitely going to cost his life. Gets brought down, giving a killing spree over towards this Puck. So the laning phase might not have been going well, but these last 90 seconds have been phenomenal for the Puck player.
Yeah, it'd be this tanky hero that can deal a bit of right click. So if you go in towards the Aghanim Scepter, you don't have to worry too much about the Shadowfiend magic build, and you can kind of just be tanky and deal with these heroes. Maybe we might see along the lines of like a Silver Edge for them, but I don't know.
Top lane. They're trying to go onto this Pudge. Lanfa might actually die to the Warpine Raider and Wild Axes. He's gone, and they still have a rotation coming in. Several heroes are making their way here from the smoke gank. They're not going to find the Pudge that they were hoping to find, but he's already dead, so they feel good about this one. But Bocce still looking for more, trying to find the angle for a potential hook shot. They missed out on vision, but they might find an even better prize here as the DK goes into his ultimate. So not an easy target by any stretch of the imagination. They're going to go onto him. He's inside the power cogs. They still have access to the Dream Coil to hold him in position. Big Can, though, is not nearby. There's a Static Storm catching out onto two heroes. Both supports are going to be in danger, but they're going to supply enough damage to bring down the DK. Both of them do die in the process, but the big prize is this Dragon Knight. Can they catch the Puck? Oh no, Killer! He gets access to the Tumbler's Toy. They're good forward. They catch the Puck before he can jaunt away. So this should be a death onto the Puck as well. Double kill for Killer as he shows up to help his team salvage the fight. So although they get the DK, it's so expensive, Luke. That was not worth it at the end.
Damage. So as long as Real can keep his distance and make sure he doesn't get doomed early on, then these fights could be relatively okay for them.
Trying to force a fight here in this mid lane. Hookshot misses from Bocce, but here's the TP rotations coming in. They're looking for initiation. Blink initiation going out onto the Shadow Fiend. They also managed to get the root down with the silence going onto this Disruptor. So they get the kill onto Clockwork, but it does cost both supports at the exact same time. Puck doing a great job blocking down this Raptor. And now though the fight's been split up into two directions. Blink forward still from the DK going onto Wenhao. And right behind the tier 1 tower is this Enchantress, but she does manage to dodge away this hook. not going to get held in position. Real comes in from the north side of the fight as well, applying damage towards this Pudge. And with Big Can posturing in front of the tier 1 tower, they actually might re-engage here. Primal Roll onto the DK. They don't have the Requiem follow-up though. They already utilized it earlier in the fight. So they have to retreat back in front of the tier 1 tower. They get a glimpse back onto the Beastmaster. Here comes Lanfeur. They get the kill. However, half the HP pool already gone away from Lanfeur. Killer inside the power cogs, but he activates the BKB, newly delivered. Unfortunately, there's so much right-click damage from Big Can, but they can't get the kill. Freezing Field emerges from Lanfeur down. He knows there's no ways to cancel this. And you cancel the SF's life with the ultimate. It takes his as well, but who the hell cares? When how the lone survivor of this fight. But Poke Gaming will fix that small issue as Small KK gets himself a triple kill. What a way to...
Aghanim Scepter being built up for Lonfur as well. The only issue is they are playing into an Aegis, so they need to make sure that they don't use everything on this Shadow Fiend for the first life, because he can come back, especially now that he's very, very close to the blink.
They're going to quickly kill off this Crystal Maiden. She got caught out, hoping for a quick deny. Definitely not going to happen. On the other side, though, they start a fight onto the Pudge. Primal Roll with some right-click damage from the SF. There's going to be some power cogs as well to hold him in position. But the Static Storm with the kinetic field, so good. It enables Killer to jump in with the Scorched Earth directly onto this SF. And that was just life number 1. He gets doomed up on life number 2, so there's no Requiem for you to follow up with. They've lost out the Pudge. They've lost the support Crystal Maiden. But they are getting the big prize here. Real, unfortunately, doesn't do enough damage to solo zone back these strength cores, but does do enough to threaten the life of the Disruptor. And Bocce, he reserved the hook shot, comes back in onto Small KK, and they manage to kill him off. All right, they start a fight in 2 separate parts of the map, and they've come across this clockwork. They hook him back. However, this might not be the hook you're looking for. They realize this themselves as well. They're like, yeah, Lanfur, get the hell out, my friend. He's being slowed up right now. Real might want the smoke. He gets jumped on, though. There's going to be the Doom. There's no Lincoln Sphere to help pop this. What an initiation from Killer. Lanfur will be credited with the kill, but that was all the Doombringer. And they're going to keep the chase going. They're going to have Blink Hoof Stomp available again in 3 seconds. They initiate with the Blink Dragon Tail Stun onto the Clockwork. And Nachi going to find himself getting brought down here. They tried to zone them back with the Requiem, hoping the Fear would offer salvation, but Big Can a little bit too far away. So a double kill for Lanfur. Out of this Daedalus build, over and above having Silver Edge, but it's rough. Like, break feels very good for the game, but you also just need that out-and-out big punch of damage. We might see them supply this punch throughout the mid lane here as they go in. There's a hook shot onto this punch. Beautiful Requiem. It catches Killer before he can get off the Doom. Oh no! Big Can with the big plays, but now here comes the jump. They get on top of the Beastmaster, but BKB immediately popped in by the Shadow Fiend, trying to make sure that they can kill the CM during the freezing field, and they will be able to do so. Dreamcoil on the 1 only, but the Pudge won't be able to last long in this fight either. Will be a buyback from the Crystal Maiden. Run for it down with the Frostbite and more right-click damage from Small KK, able to bring down the Shadow Fiend. They also managed to take out the Clockwork as well. As this buyback seeming to come in clutch from the side of Poke Gaming. Only Real is left.
I would kind of say have been playing, unfoldable this time around. He's been playing really, really well in the Dragonite. Usually when we see Small KK, he's been playing things like the Storm and the Leshrac, and that's where he's really able to take over games. But this Dragonite has been a performance to watch.
Yeah, he's getting the splash damage onto 2 heroes. Oh no, the power cogs, who's trapped where? Bocce ends up dooming both himself as well as the Enchantress of Wen Hao. Well, that's not what they needed. Killer happy to just jump in there. You see the splash damage coming in from this DK. Way too much damage in too short of a time. And because of these deaths, both of them without buyback, Poke Gaming have a date with the big man as they head into the Roshan pit. Trying to get the Aegis free shot as well. Dude, he just got like so many items on DK. Giving him the shot too feels very, very good for a game like this.
Yeah, gonna have that Dragon's Breath. Or the Fireball is going to be insane, but Eren, he's one that's caught out.
Oh, wow. Big Can actually able to bring him down, but it might cost his own life. He's not able to get off the BKB just yet, and he doesn't get it off in time. He's been hit up with the Hoof Stomp. He finally gets off the BKB, but it's too late for him to survive this fight as Small KK just jumps onto him. Small KK gets the Doom out from Killer as well. They somehow still have this Doom being alive. Nature's attendants are keeping Small KK up. He's turning around with the right clicks onto Big Can. Big Can actually gets this kill. And on the other side, although they end up losing the Beastmaster, they are happy to keep extending this fight. Killer goes in, finally able to bring down Big Can at the very end of this. But the SF survived for so long. Real ending up with a kill onto Ranfu Dao as well. So they've lost 3. They started off the Aegis attempt, and they're not able to find them at the very end.
The rest of the map.
Yep. They're going to try and initiate a fight right now onto Lanfa. Bocce made the initial jump. And they've got a surprising amount of damage out of this Enchantress. Both supports will find themselves static stormed right now. Small KK jumping in. They want to try and bring down this clockwork. And the clock falling low, not dead just yet. In the meantime, though, Killer was trying to make the jump on the other side of the fight. Will end up died, but he does get the Doom off onto Big Can. But can they keep this fight going? They've just now lost out on the Disruptor as well. Lanfa, he's so low on the HP. Doesn't have a BKB to get him out of trouble. So the slows are a little bit too much. And he will end up losing his life. 2 cores down yet again on the side of Poke. Big Can is Lincoln Sphere. Now suddenly you're no longer afraid of the Doom. So that's the only thing that's been keeping Big Can in check by any stretch of the imagination. And now they're going to smoke up. Let's see where this goes. Blink forward, actually, from Small KK. They still do manage to get the Doom out onto Big Can. At the same time, though, Primal Roar is out. Can they stick on top of this SF and kill him? The Infernal Blade is out. They finally managed to bring him down. Small KK, he's now going to be the king of this fight with him and Killer able to mop up both supports as well. The Primal Roar created a little bit of space, but certainly not enough. Real was not present for that fight.
More of the Octarine core action. And I don't hate it. I see the idea behind it, but you know, maybe the gold was better spelled elsewhere.
He might literally have just 6-second downtime. We see a jump in. Oh no, Killer. He's inside the meat grinder here. He got Primal rolled up and eating the right clicks from the SF. That's going to be an immediate kill. Buyback comes in as well. Lanfa coming as far forward as humanly possible to try and bring down this Beastmaster. Big Can can't get off the Requiem as Killer jumps directly on top of him, but they also jump directly on top of the puck. Requiem comes in to try and save Real, but it's not going to come out in time as Poke surround him with 3 heroes. We see the influence of Small KK yet again. I think he got the Bloodthorn out earlier on. There's going to be a jump forward looking for this Enchantress. The Ench, she is suffering a lot of damage, and Killer now has found Big Can. Big Can is the big prize, and he should end up losing his life here. Triple kill for Small KK. Somebody stop this DK. He's still jumping forward right now, looking for more. Bocce gets him inside these power cogs, but who's trapped with who right now? Does choose to make the wise decision and flap away from this Enchantress, waiting for reinforcements as Bocce gets hooked back. He goes in with the hook shot onto 2 heroes, interrupting them with the battery assault, but will die without buyback. At the same time, north of the fight, we end up losing Real as well. Got doomed up, got brought down. Big Can brought back, hoping to try and help out as he sees his Enchantress dying in front of his face, and now he's going to be joining her inside the grave as well. The Roar will come up onto the DK, onto the Doom rather, try to provide some space and time, but that space and time will be denied to them. As Small KK is still a little bit too strong in these engagements, he ends up turning it all around. GG well played is called. Some
good spot where the threat of the Doom, I don't want to say has been neutralized, but it's definitely been neutered a little bit. Like it's not like we saw in the previous game where you just go, oh, okay, SF's doomed. How much damage do you really have left? And now it's a one-on-one fight.
Huge fight that happens here. Boundless Strike catches onto multiple heroes, both Hoodwinked and the CK. End up getting brought down, and Aaron finding a double kill. You were mentioning that he is very good on this Rubik, gonna be even better. Getting in some damage onto the Rubik. Bocce does have access to Sacred Arrow, and Big Can just needs 1 more level so he can have Reality Rift as well. Then maybe they do both, but so far they just are tussling with the CK, and CK might actually die here. Killer is in a very bad spot. He might lose his life. The leap forward will ensure that they have the damage, but at the same time, Big Can, he got tossed about by the telekinesis of Aaron, granting a killing spree towards the Rubik. 3-0 pre-5 minutes on position for a Rubik. You don't get to see this. Now just zoning Small KK by himself, just standing up on the high ground and daring him to play Dota. Say, now what? I'm about to hit level 6. Top lane, they finally get the kill. No, he's still alive. Bocce. He gets saved because Killer got stunned up by Big Can. And down bottom though, I don't think that YYYY has the same luxury as he gets run down by Lanfa. Quick right click from the Monkey King. Man, this Deep Doom is not having a good time in this early game.
Yeah, it was kind of a very similar tale that we saw in game number 1, right, where Lanfa as well as Renfu Dao are just abusing the lane that they have. Disruptor and Monkey King are a very potent combination because you build up the Jingu stacks and then that's when you start to fall people back. Big Can goes down off the back of Aaron finding another kill in that top lane. So it's all about kills now, it seems like, for Poke Gaming. And Wen Hao, he's dead too.
Another kill, just kills everywhere. It's 9-1 right now. Renfu Dao has access to the glimpse in 10 seconds. And YYYY, he, despite having maybe enough damage to run down the Disruptor, has had a couple of negative experiences in this bottom lane. So we'll decide to just hang back. He's only level 3 right now. Monkey King is level 6. Luke. Are you kidding me?
I was just about to bring this up. I was like, oh, you know, YYY is having, not the worst time. He can be okay. He's a Doom. He can fall back on stuff, but he is 2 whole levels behind YYYY, and he's
about to get
almost
worse.
going to go down again.
Getting to jumped on right now. Run foot out. Doesn't want to glimpse just yet. He might just glimpse back the Queen of Pain, and indeed he does. But the Sonic Wave with the dagger will come out. Gonna be good enough to find the kill. And that actually ends up benefiting the co-op. She gets the kill, immediately comes back to harass Small KK in the mid lane. And Small KK might die from this. Wenhao making access to the stuns, but they do not have access yet to the ultimate. So not enough damage to find the kill. Bachi playing Ring Around the Rosies with Aaron, and Aaron trying to go for the kill. Telekinesis back, the leap will be out, and Aaron now realizing the folly of his ways, gonna try and get denied by Roshan, but that's not gonna happen. Wenhao able to find the kill, and that's gonna be a dominating streak ended, a ton of gold in the pockets of this Hoodwink, but more importantly, more involvement for real.
Oh no.
And Lunfer, although he is not done just yet, as soon as they realize that, wait a second, there's no Morana, there's no Hoodwink, that means Doom is all alone, and that means we can kill him yet again.
Play around with, and you really need a decent sized map for Real to play in, because he's the one that needs to make this space on the map for you so Big Can start to get his farm.
Feel really bad for YYYY. His own team is just sacking him. Look where the supports are playing. They do manage to find the Bushwhack arrow combination onto this Rubik. Sonic Wave comes out, misses everybody, but Lanfer finds the 2-hero Boundless Strike into the 2-hero Hoof Stomp, and they get the cleanup. So no matter where you are on the map, you are just not safe from this Monkey King. He makes the TP rotation, they initiate.
In the next, for the next 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to be a hard game for him for the entirety of it, and then you just start to doom out Lonfer, and where's the damage going to come from for Poke?
Well, there's a fight that's coming in right now from this side here. Big Sonic Wave coming in from Real, catching on to 3 heroes. They will drop down the Wukong's command from Lonfer, and they just quickly vacate the area where the Wukong's is. They sort of preempted this particular movement as they came in with the Moonlight Shadow from the south side. Oh, Queen of Pain, you gotta watch yourself. Doom has been given away. How did that happen? He's gonna get denied, I believe. So they're gonna make sure that he doesn't end up dying. Big Can finds that deny, but they're bringing in reinforcements down bottom. Queen of Pain, she doesn't get glimpsed back just yet. It will come eventually. Disruptor might end up dying. Beautiful pushback on the 2. The CK as well gonna be putting out the damage that he needs, but it's not gonna be enough just yet as Lanfer getting the turnaround. Will it be enough to get the kill? Yes, it will. Huge Sonic Wave, but the stomp coming in from the CK, or from the Centaur rather, on top of the CK, ensures that they get that kill regardless. And we're seeing the squishy for any kind of Starstorm just yet. Arrow still on cooldown for the next few seconds. And Lanfer is going to soon have vision onto this Hoodwink. Should be able to finish him off quite quickly. And actually jumps off instead of going for the jugular here. They get the lift back onto YYYY. There's going to be the Hoof Stomp as well from the Centaur. Damage coming in. The Centaur not able to finish up the Doom just yet, but the Glimpse will do the job. Hoodwink got taken out by Aaron and Lanfer. In the meantime, Lanfer finds another Boundless Strike onto Bachi, and Bachi stunned up during the leap. There's no escape for you, my friend. Double Edge turns into another kill. It's just a bloodbath in this game. 28 kills.
To link up a lot of their spells, things into like Bushwhack, into like a Sonic Wave, into, a Sharpshooter that just kills Lanfer, and they just haven't been able to do that just yet. And Poke, they're in a really, really commanding spot.
Oh, dude, look at Killer. He's just been a menace on the map since getting this Blink Dagger. Finding Wenhao. This should be a kill onto this Hoodwink. Aaron is the one that picks that one up. In the meantime, though, Lanfer is on the far side of the fight. Gets doomed up inside the Wukong's command. Should end up dying here. Real, though, gets hoof stomped alongside this Doom. Stolen Doom into the Static Storm combination. These supports with some illegal play from Poke Gaming. Another double kill for Aaron. What a player. What a god. So they lose the Monkey King, but they get the tier 1 fight. Beautiful Bushwhack happening here. Sonic Wave catching onto so many heroes. Another stolen Doom. They do manage to snatch the Aegis because the kill goes the way of Lonely Rock and Roll, but the chase is on. They want this Queen of Pain. There's going to be Wukong's command triggered out onto the high ground. Big Can, though, after popping Phantasm and some right clicks, they force them away from the fight. They're not going to keep this pursuit up. At the same time, on the far side of the fight, Killer catches out the Morana, able to bring her down as well. And the Doom, yet again, given away to the Rubik just before he dies. Forces on the back end, and Poke Gaming seem to be aware that this move is coming. Oh no, do they find anybody? There's going to be the whole Pulp Stomp onto 2 coming in from this Doom. Sonic Wave as well, catches 3 heroes. The Phantasm coming out from the CK, but there's a BKB available for the Monkey King. The Doom comes out onto the MK. CK able to bring down Centaur, but the right-click damage from Small KK will bring him down as well. Small KK will double his return by getting a quick kill onto the Marana, who does buy back into this fight. They want to try find the Monkey King on the last couple of seconds of this Doom. Doom jumps in to find yet another War Stomp. Beautiful long-range arrow. This buyback from Bocce might end up winning them the fight, as Real gets a double kill by finishing off this Rubik. Suddenly we have a very isolated Shadow Fiend who does still have BKB for the second life.
Rock and Roll being able to fight outside of their base as well means that even if they did lose that fight, yeah, they probably would have lost Elena Rax, but at least they're able to make it costly for the side of Poke Gaming. But they still want to fight again. Small KK, no BKB though.
Yeah, no BKB available. But that goes both ways, because the BKBs are still down in the opposite direction as well, as Bocce and Wenhao will find themselves getting blown up. The cores are like, yeah, we actually do not want this smoke.
It looked
Damn.
enough time for them to start getting a bit more of these items. And you can see both teams understand that they don't want to go into any of these team fights and be in the worst position. So Poke, they're the ones that tear through that tower fast enough, and now we're going to have a fight. Oh no, Real, he's caught.
Oh no, Real gets caught underneath the Static Storm. Dies without buyback. And why does find the Doom onto the Centaur. So it's not going to be a stampede for this fight, but they still have the Wukong's command to be able to trigger out. Bushwhack connects onto 3 heroes, but can they somehow take this fight? Acorn shot's going to be flying through. Phantasm goes forward. BKB tricked up as well. They really want to try blow up one of these targets. The physical damage is going to be out here, but the Requiem zoning back Big Cannon these illusions. As soon as the BKB ends, Killer jumps onto him with the War Stomp. That is going to be 3 heroes dead, none of them having buyback. All of this started with Real getting caught first. And now without him, they're going to lose a lane of Rax. Unless the miracle can happen from why. He jumps in right now, gets a huge Shivas out, but the Manta dodge, like you mentioned, there will be no usage of any further spells from him, and that is going to be...
He's decided to crumble really, really fast. So now they're behind by net worth, and they want to see if they can get a fight going with all their spells still up.
They have 15 seconds until they have access to the Doom once again. One of the critical spells for their team fighting efforts. And it depends who they find. Doom goes in first. They're trying to draw attention, and Doom just gets blown the hell up. He's gone in a hurry. Static Storm dropped down onto the CK, as well as Wenhao. So they do not have access to the Hoodwink for this fight. Hoodwink pretty much about to die. BKB is getting popped by Big Cat. He wants to run the hell out of here. And they actually somehow managed to split the wickets and stay alive here. BKB popped now by Real, able to bring down this Disruptor. And now they know that they might be able to take the fight. Sonic Wave yet again stolen. How does he keep getting these ultimates for Aaron? And that's a pretty huge one with level 4 Spell Amp. We do see Bocce also getting caught out. No way does he TP out of here. They have the vision of the Observer Ward. Gets finished off by Small KK. All right, and now the path to the Roshan lies very clear, and they're going to go claim their reward in the form of an Aegis and a free Aghanim shot.
Yeah, why just... They were a little disconnected, right? They just weren't able to... They know that they didn't want to commit onto Killer. And, you know, with Lomfer sitting up in the trees, he was more than happy to cop that initiation. And as soon as YYY goes down after popping the Doom, it's too easy for Poke. They blow up the Doom, and they're going to look to fight again. Lomfer?
Lomfer falling very low, but Real, the telekinesis with the stolen Sonic Wave! Oh my god, Aaron not only saving the life of this Monkey King, but ensuring the death of the Queen of Pain. And now Big Can realizing that he's all alone here, very isolated, feeling very alone, feeling very dead, and the game feeling very over. As the side here of the Lonely Rock and Roll throw in the towel. GG, well played. Poke Gaming secure themselves a